Welcome to the 2020 SCOREGolf Top 100 presented by Golf Town. We are here at St. George's Golf and Country Club in Toronto, the wonderful undulating par 5 15th behind me. As you might know, St. George's is scheduled to be the host of the 2020 RBC Canadian Open and now the host of the 2021 Men's National Championship is a course that always finishes very high on our Top 100. However, this year, you're going to have to wait a little while to find out exactly where. That's because we're doing things a little bit differently. Right here on Golf Town's Facebook page and on ScoreGolf.com, we are going to be releasing the list in segments of 10 starting today with numbers 100 to 91. Before we do that, if you need a refresher on how we go about rating courses, there is an explanation video on these pages that'll take you through our entire process. So, without further ado, let's get the list going with the first 10. Suffering a sharp drop but remaining a top 100 course, Stanley Thompson's Beaconsfield in Pointe Claire, Quebec demands accuracy if not brute power, and possesses some of the best par 3s in the land. The long underrated Kawartha, once private but now open to public play, is another Stanley Thompson gem full of character and charm. Number 99 on this list, it concludes with a wonderful mid-length par 3 over water. High above the city of Cranbrook, BC, number 98 Wildstone has the good fortune of being the only Gary Player-designed course in Canada. Its rolling highlands are marked by tall pine trees, golden fescue, and white sand bunkers. At number 97, the Mountain Course at Bear Mountain is one of Canada's most scenic and thrilling rides. The cliff-top par 3 14th overlooking Victoria Harbour is the highlight of this Jack and Steve Nicklaus creation. The Top 100 Bubble Course in 2018, Seguin Valley moves up to 96 this time around. Holes through dense forests navigating rocky outcroppings are highlighted by the water-spanning par 3 7th. Reappearing on the Top 100 at number 95, Stanley Thompson's Burlington Golf and Country Club has undergone a number of improvements in recent years, with tree removal a major component of the work. Gorgeous property in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains provides members of Pritis Greens an isolated and memorable spin around the club's hot course, ranked 94th. It was designed by Bill Newis. The Top 100 course at Fairmont Le Manoir Richelieu is a combination of old and new, with 9 Herbert Strong holes from the 1920s and 9 by Michael Herdzan in the 2000s. High above the St. Lawrence River, the showstopper at our number 93 course is the Opener, which plummets towards the water. With its finger-style bunkering, subtle sloping greens, and distinctive one-shot holes, Cataraqui in South Kingston near Lake Ontario and ranked 92nd, is easily recognized as a Stanley Thompson design. Using parts of the Canadian Shield for aesthetic beauty, Wildfire, designed by Thomas McBroom, offers mostly secluded playing corridors with enough spaciousness to provide variety. It comes in at number 91. As you saw, there were 4 Stanley Thompson courses in that first block of 10. With a deeper dive on one of those courses, here's Thompson historian and golf course architect, Ian Andrew.
Kawartha is probably the most underrated golf course in Canada. I personally have it in my top 25 in Canada. I think the golf course is strong from start to finish. I think the bunkering is every bit as good as St. George's and Banff and Jasper. And so you've got all the details. It's kept really well. It's pretty much intact. And that's what I think also really helps. But it's got the corridor width that other golf courses have lost. It's still got the scale and the setting and the architecture. So I would say it's a must play for anybody who likes Stanley Thompson courses. Kawartha, Cataraqui is another one. These are must play golf courses.
Well, that wraps the first of our 10 segments on the 2020 Top 100. Tune in later this week when we unveil courses 90 to 81.